Alrighty, guys. Good evening. Happy Wednesdays. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening so far, guys. Tonight we're going to be doing more of the OW2s. Good evening, Slane. Good evening, guys. A little bit muggy and rainy out. Good. Lovely. More OW2s here, guys. Oh, yeah. Aw. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's see what's going on here tonight, guys. We're going to take a quick look at the tubes. Drama filled as always. Things are progressing as per usual. Yeah, they go though. Tech drama between Linus Tech Tips and Gamers Nexus that everyone's talking about right now. Because there's literally nothing happening in tech most of the time, so everyone's like, hey, why don't we create some drama? And everyone's like, okay. It's basically Gamer Nexus's shtick right now, though Linus basically fired first, so. Oh. Railway for the Olympics. Where's the next Olympics supposed to be? Where is the next Olympics? Paris? Paris. There's actually documentaries about the after effects of the Olympics in general. Mainly because when you do the Olympics, you build a bunch of infrastructure basically in the middle of nowhere, and then it just doesn't get used ever again. So, like, it's actually highly detrimental to whatever city hosts it, especially if they don't have the capabilities of continuing to host it. Yeah. '30 Olympics. Italy 2026. I guess they haven't planned out well in advance. I guess they have to have them well in advance. B1M's pretty good. I don't think we're going to take a look there. Take a look at a B1M. We'll probably take a look at Critical Drinker because he's pretty fantastic. And maybe AV. See what AV is bitchy about. Athletes don't get paid well. Well, I mean, yeah, most athletes just play sports instead because that's where you actually make money as opposed to, hey, look, I can vault this better than anyone else because it's not really much of a sport. Yeah, I can perfectly see that. Makes a lot of sense if you think about it. Mainly because one revolves around something that could be monetized. Alright. Let me get my coffee, guys, and we are going to get started here. You're back. Play some Gamaz here tonight too. Good. That is Seal Contracts Against the Storm. YouTube recommending me, guys. How to destroy your own franchise? We'll see. I mean, Barbie did pretty fucking well, and it basically made fun of Barbies and made fun of guys at the expense of guys, ripped down guys and made fun of Barbies. So, I mean, Disney's like, if you guys aren't aware of the kind of drama right now revolving around the new Snow White, basically the new Snow White is Latino and thinks she doesn't really like Snow White at all. At all.
You know, sometimes in life you just can't
which is kind of interesting because Disney apparently is consciously casting her, so maybe this is what the world wants now.
I once saw a drunk guy stagger out of a late night takeaway with a kebab in hand, only to lose his grip on his prized lump of artery clogging saturated meat and fumble to catch it before it fell to the ground, causing him to lose his balance and stumble face first into a plate glass window. And thinking about that poor unfortunate drunken soul who had to retreat home with no food, a bloody nose, bruised ego, and the mocking laughter of me and my friends ringing in his ears, I'm reminded of Snow White actress Rachel Zegler, who seems to be single-handedly tanking the box office prospects of her multi-million-dollar movie.
Which people are pointing out, there's all different stuff about this on social media, but people are pointing out that Harrison Ford, for instance, didn't like being Solo, or Han Solo, or didn't like the Star Wars franchise. In his case, though, it didn't really matter. Because he still played the role, he didn't speak out about it, he didn't try to rip it down before the movie ever aired, right? So his views later on in life really didn't matter, because he basically was a professional. He was an actor, and he played the role that he was supposed to set out to do. In the case here, like, she's literally priming the movie to be, I guess, something else. So maybe, I think she might even be, like, the vanguard. Like, she's coming out in the front to rip down the old idea of Snow White before it airs. Like, because if you imagine this, you'd assume that, billion-dollar companies kind of know what they're doing at this point. So she might even be like a plant, where she's actually here ripping down the movie because she wants the new connotation of the movie to be seen better.
To the point where even industry experts are warning that she's rapidly turning into box office poison. See, one of the weird little side effects of the current Hollywood strikes is that there's not a whole lot of news and controversy coming out of Tinseltown right now, which has given the internet a bit more time to reflect on other things, like past interviews on the subject of Snow White that were largely ignored at the time, but have soon come back to haunt Disney and Rachel in recent weeks. And holy shit, have they provided fertile ground for backlash and mockery.
I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again.
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true.
Reality is that the cartoon was made 85 years ago, and therefore it's extremely...
I mean, it could be a different Snow White. It could be White Summer. Golden Summer. You could make a story that she's literally describing here and not be Snow White. The weird thing is with like all of this is like they don't actually need to remake Snow White. They could just make something else, right? And they don't really seem to be doing that. Yeah, like okay, literally listening to the my brainwaves here, Slane. Thanks. But yeah, this is you literally could just make something else, and like the thing is, I think they're afraid to fail, and it might also be kind of visceral, like viral. Part of this might actually be like they're basically know that their live action movies aren't very good. So they're just preying on the idea of doing them wrong just to get people in the theaters to notice how bad they are.
When it comes to the ideas of women being in roles of power.
I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess. I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
But it's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful. And whether or not she finds love along the way is anybody's guess until 2024. all of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows?
Shite. 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 Oh, yes.
Prince wasn't even in Snow White,
Shite.
like, at all.
No offense,
most
Rachel,
part.
but you're making it pretty tough for people to like you. Now, I don't pretend
I've mentioned this. It seems to be a common trend now where women just act like assholes. You used to call them, you know, well, women being a bitch, but yeah, I prefer just calling them an asshole because that's more unisex and it doesn't have negative connotations that are associated with women as much as just everyone. Like, there seems to be a common trend right now with women being assholes, and no one, like, you're supposed to applaud them and think it's good. Whereas guys do this and people rip into them, right? And that isn't to say she isn't getting her own fair share of backlash, but it's not purely because she's an asshole.
to know what exactly was going on in her head when she said stuff like this. Maybe she
Well,
was
I'd
just
hope
a bit
not.
nervous and overwhelmed by all the attention and didn't know how to respond with the kind of slick, blandly diplomatic answers that a more experienced celebrity might have given. Maybe it's because she's young and idealistic and just blurted out the first thing that came into her head
Yeah.
about the movie and the character. And so I don't really want to dump on her too much for all this controversy. Yeah, she's definitely creating the impression of a spoiled, entitled, narcissistic actor who totally doesn't appreciate the amazing opportunity she's been given. Yeah, her comments on the
There's a range of people like I've never considered dating basically since I got older than them, and it's basically about 23 24. I'd even see it kind of moved up now to like 24 25. 23 and 24-year-old women. I'm not like younger than that. I'm not really interested in it at all. Regardless, it doesn't matter 18 and older or whatever. It doesn't matter. The reason for this is because you have to get out of college, and then you have to get some time under your belt, in which time life kind of rips you a new one. Everyone goes through this process. It's just literally, it doesn't matter what gender you are. You'll realize that you were living in a bubble. And you either start a career or you go to college, and then you get out of college, and then you realize that your hopes and dreams that you actually thought were going to happen probably are not. Maybe they will. But even then, you're probably going to make concessions along the way. And it seems like, oftentimes, like when you're looking at something like this, it feels an awful lot like you're looking at a kid. Like you're looking at someone that hasn't actually been through life at all and hasn't experienced the wonders of life. I mean, there is good in life, don't get me wrong, but yeah, there's a case where just some people have not experienced life ripping them apart. So, yeah, and life will do that. And it's all about compromising. It's all about picking up the pieces. All about dealing with your life and making it better after things go wrong, because they will eventually go wrong, and making the best of things. But stuff like this reminds me an awful lot of someone that's still living in their bubble, and they don't actually realize like that they're part of a world with other people in it. And it's best, like I said, maybe it's even moved up. It used to be 23, 24. Now I'd say it's maybe 26, 27 even. Like the age gap has kind of changed a little bit, and I think that's because well after college, people are still perpetuating the idea of what they've been in college, and they just like, yeah, this is just going to work out no matter what. And
actors strike were pretty poorly judged for someone getting paid more from one movie than most actors make in their entire lives. And yeah, the things she's saying about Snow White make it seem like the very antithesis of the animated classic that stood the test of time, a lot better than her own movies likely to. But really, when you get right down to it, she's just another dumb actor saying what she thinks people want to hear. The bigger problem is the studio culture that someone
I don't think it has anything to do with what people want to hear.
Because you can bet your left arse cheek that most of these talking points were handed to her directly by the PR people at Disney. Yeah, she might not have phrased them in the most elegant way, but the
You're every day,
sentiment
guys.
they represent is dead on brand for a company that's become the studio equivalent of a snake eating its own tail, desperately cannibalizing their back catalogue of classic movies in an increasingly futile attempt to stay relevant. See, when it comes to their other live-action remakes of animated movies, they were generally smart enough to stay pretty quiet about the little changes they were sneaking in for modern audiences. Yeah, sometimes actors and writers would slip up and say a bit more than they were supposed to, and things got a bit more overt with Peter Pan and The Little Mermaid.
That was fun.
But for the most part, they were content to pay tribute to the originals and market the remakes as respectful adaptations. Right from the off though, they seem to have taken a very different approach with Snow White. It feels like they're making a concerted effort to cast the original movie as some horribly dated relic of a bygone era that we're all supposed to look back on and laugh at with the benefit of our modern enlightened hindsight. Rachel certainly doesn't think much of it, and neither does Gal Gadot if their interviews are anything to go by. And ironically, there's something weirdly outdated now about turning the main character into this fanatically independent, power-hungry girl boss who doesn't need a man. It's the kind of talking points that were all the rage 5 or 6 years ago when this whole movement in Hollywood was still in its infancy, but that was then and this is now. The strong female lead isn't the fresh new concept it was back in 2016. In fact, even in the mainstream media, there's a growing acceptance that this kind of bland, superficial archetype has run its course, to the point where it's become kind of a meme in its own right. Either way though, I can't help wondering, is this really the attitude you want to display towards one of the most beloved animated movies of all time? The one that literally made Disney what it is today? Do you really want to be seen shitting on the accomplishments of previous generations when your own efforts are probably never going to reach the same heights of cultural influence? Because at a certain point, it really just comes across as a jealous, envious attempt to drag down other people's work rather than elevating your own. As Mahler so aptly
I would say this is within reason. I found, and especially within, there's a, you know how some people don't have an inner voice or inner monologue. If you guys didn't know that, some people literally can't talk to themselves in their heads. Also, some people can't visualize things in their head. Like they kind of can, but they can't. It's actually kind of seems like it's along the same vein, is where you can't carry on a conversation with yourself in your mind, you know, where you actually think things out for yourself. Or you are unable to visualize shapes or particularly like scenes. Some people can't do that. It actually makes me think that some people can't understand past, present, and future. And I'm not talking necessarily like there's no concept of past and future, right? But rather, when you're talking about present, people see past as anything in the past and future as anything that hasn't happened. As in anything, you know, to infinity or epsilon, I think it is when you go negative, right? You go to zero, absolute zero is epsilon, but not really, because, you know, whatever. You go to infinity in either direction here, but to them it seems like you talk about 50 years, it has the same meaning. 50 years ago has the same meaning to them as 100 years ago, as 1,000 years ago. To them it's very closely aligned with there being no timeline. It's just stuff happens that happened, and that's it. And there's no time associated. Like the concept, it's almost like they don't understand time. The concept of that time does not actually, like, it doesn't actually measure out in their brain. So even though you can go, is there something wrong with tearing down, you know, like, oh, this time-honored classic that everyone remembers? Will people remember it? That's the thing, is like it'll exist. You can probably get it on DVD or whatever, streaming services if Disney allows you, because Disney is very protective with their IP. Yeah, will Disney allow you to do it? You know, maybe. Does it even matter though? Like, people are generally just going to remember the most recent thing as opposed to something that happened 100 years ago that was really good. You know, 80 years, whatever Snow White was made 60 years ago, that was really good, as opposed to something that was made last year. And people will just go, oh, the newer thing might just be better, right? Because it's newer and it has nothing to do with the actual quality of what you're looking at. And it's kind of weird, but it actually makes you, like, with politics and with like looking at trends on social media, it's very much come to my attention and kind of understanding that seems an awful lot like people might not even really grasp the idea of past things possibly being better. It's just kind of whatever's fresh in their mind, and then they'll forget about it. ADD or whatever you want to call it, they'll just forget about it, and then there's the new thing just kind of takes over, and it doesn't even matter if it's good anymore. It's just whether or not it has the same name, and it does very much the same thing, and it checks kind of the same boxes, and we aren't talking about like anything outside the ordinary there. It's just like 7 dwarves or 7 forest people now, I guess, whatever. But yeah, like, it, you can say, oh my god, the old stuff is better, but it kind of seems like just kind of like people are just rewriting shit, and it doesn't, like, people don't care or notice. It's like people are like bots. A lot of people are like bots, not everyone. A lot of people seem to be like bots. You can kind of connect with them. It's like if you talk to them, you can like look in their eyes, and it almost feels like there's no one home. Like you're just having an empty conversation with someone with like a bodysuit that's just standing there. Really weird.
In one of his videos,
I've talked about that before, though.
Of the torch. It's a torching of the past. It's a deliberate attempt to rewrite history and destroy the legacy of the thing you're so desperate to supplant, while conveniently forgetting that there's a reason movies
Literally,
like
just
Snow
what I
White
said,
have been
guys.
enjoyed by generations of audiences. The stories they told are timeless and universal, instead of trying to catch the ever-changing winds of the political and social zeitgeist. They weren't written for modern audiences.
Zeitgeist.
They were written for every audience, from the 1930s to the 2020s, and that's precisely why they worked so well. And as much as you and your friends might look down on them and mock them for not aligning with whatever fads and trends happen to be the current thing, the inconvenient truth is that they'll still be remembered long after your own lesser efforts have been forgotten. You are but a passing ripple in the pond of history, whereas they are history.
Maybe.
Anyway, that's all I've got for today.
I mean,
go away now.
For some strange reason, if we talk politics here, guys, the Republican Party in the U.S. is very dead set on having Trump as their candidate again. I have no idea why, considering what he's going through right now. But it very much seems like he is going to be the Republican runner. And even more so now, like, regardless of whatever I thought of him last election, it's even worse now. And, like, I definitely am not voting for him. I'm definitely not voting for Biden either, if I can avoid it. But, yeah, like, it's even worse. So why would you want to double down on something that you know is radioactive? I don't know. It's what's trending. It's what people are talking about, so just do it again? I guess. Maybe that might be where we're at. It has nothing to do with, has nothing to do with, what's good. It's just what's new. Oh my god, there's 10,000 comments here. 69 years old. Hot. Here, please. Windley, guys. I don't know what her name is. Yeah. Disney is incredibly effective with their IP. Like, extremely. It's like Nintendo. They don't fuck around when it comes to their IP. What Disney is doing is a cultural war crime. Yep. Miss Ziegler. Oh my god. I swear to god, guys, like, you get the porn stars on here. Like, the people advertising their channel. Like, whoever this is obviously a porn star. Yeah. Like, like whoever is running that account, like, because I don't think it's a porn star at all.
Anyway,
I think this is whoever is running the account just deciding to post something because they have to hit a post quota, so they just post on videos they want to watch. There's probably no way that this was written by a porn star. Maybe. It's possible. There's all different types in the world, right? But probably not written by a porn star. So occasionally you'll see posts like this, which are obviously advertising. This is like an advertising agency for whatever model this is, Camgirl, who is posting using their username and image, but isn't actually the person. Which is kind of interesting. Cool. Okay. What time is it? Let's take a look at another here, and then we got to get into... Let's take a look at what AV is bitching about. Credits, and then we have to play...
What is crack-a-lackin', cuz? That Kermit the Frog mofo finally got to me. A messy workbench is a sign of a messy mind.
Oh.
And an empty workbench is a sign of a, what today? A treat especial from America. They let me...
So he took... There's probably a trash can on the side there, and he just went...
Novak's back in. Snuck down to get some of that sweet, sweet candy.
Oh my god, he's doing a tool teardown.
Spanish on the box anymore.
Bauer is a Harbor Freight brand.
That's a very interesting pivot. Don't you think? You know, if you open your eyes...
Box is pretty nice.
Everything just turns to dust. Speaking... Oh, shit! This thing's more dangerous as a mace than...
Pretty cool. Definitely really fucking dangerous, though.
than as an
It's one of those things that you see and you kind of want, but you know you should probably have it. It's a mini chainsaw.
We went down to Bellingham in Washington. Man, oh my, the riding. So good. And not just the girly looking fellows in the coffee shop would hate you because your color of your skin. I could say that as a self-appointed lesbian of color. Purple.
LTT should unbox like this.
I'll see here, this kind
The mini chainsaw honestly just makes this.
more fastidious bumblefuck is going to be a problem. You make yourself a dirty spot on a dirty workbench, no big deal. Make yourself a dirty spot on your clean workbench, and it gets you right in the OCD.
Must be running low on money and has to do unboxing videos again, or teardown videos.
What we have here is La Bomba. I got some Milwaukees of these. I blew one straight up and the other one's in bits, so I figured I'd get myself another one. Super
Also
useful
other
around
videos.
here on the farm. But for the price of them, I'd
He is on a
rather
farm.
use a decent Bauer, if it is a decent Bauer. 100 doll hairs, Canucky.
So if you're on, kind of a segue here, guys. If you're on a farm or you deal with wastewater, you have to get a special, it's called a transfer pump. You got to get a specialized kind of pump. Otherwise, they gum up with shit. Like, if you hit, because they're made for clean water, relatively clean water. And if it has, like, debris, which farms or anything generally has in it, dirt, they can start gumming up the motors. Like, dirt's kind of fine, but any sort of debris, when you start getting organic matter, it just turns into shit.
No, real.
It's fine for, like, a sprinkler,
Green
though.
box, mind you. Throw the manual right in the pocket bucket on account of... Next thing you know, after reading these, you'd be going around with your clipboard demanding to see the certification on people's PPE. This one is going to be out of date in 6 months. You better get yourself some new... Ugh. Speaking of...
No.
I can't eat.
No, I don't,
I gotta
Matt.
clean this up. Okay, we gotta
Tell
start
me,
from fresh.
tell me about your Call of Duty exploits again.
Look at the. Look.
I think the real take home here is this mat is so disgusting and used that it basically can't lay flat anymore. I mean, you could probably just glue it to the desk. You could have put it on the desk and then laminated over the top of it, or did some acrylic over the top of it. That would have actually been a take home. Is you just embed it in the table, so it's just always there forever.
The pump seems quite light in the hand, not nearly as heavy. Well, there's no battery in there. Speaking of, comes with no battery, bare tool. So I bought a couple.
As Project Farm talks about, weight is generally an indicator of quality. Not always, but it's a pretty, especially nowadays, it's a pretty good indicator because it means there's metal in it. And usually the heavier metals are usually the ones that are worth more. I mean, obviously there's exceptions to that, like platinum and stuff, but when it comes down to like working metals.
Most expensive part of the tool right here, the battery. As witnessed by the...
Why doesn't he use his mini chainsaw on this one?
Indefatigable fortress of packaging.
Plastic shells are kind of a dick. So there's actually a trick to these plastic shells, which is the plastic shell is 2 pieces, and they put a piece of cardboard over the top of it. So actually there's like a square piece of plastic underneath the cardboard, and you find the edge of the plastic, and then you can rip it open. Basically, you cut the edge of the plastic, so if you cut it along the top here, just like slit it open, he could actually just rip the shell open. Because it's actually not enclosed, it's 2 pieces. So you can actually open these up easier. Depends on whether or not he wants to return it or not. But if you find the line, because there's definitely a line where the cardboard intersects it to seal it, and you can just rip it open.
It breaks immediately, but they can put a little film of plastic over something
Yes,
they
they
don't
do.
want you to steal. And you buy it, you barely get in the Jesus.
We're taking a look at some AVE here, watching him butcher some tools before we do some
like
Overwatch.
a black fly in your goat cheese. Time. Listen, I'm having some trouble here.
Uh-oh. Marriage
This
life?
fucking filthy in here.
Like I said,
I
he
gotta
just
clean up. I'm calling it.
just
Go
went
ahead
like
and
that.
Hit the unsubscribe button, and I'll see you on the flip side after I get this whore gutted. Fucking filthy. I can't.
I see. Well, part 1. Special time of the year when the Empire sheds her worktop foliage. Totally a trash can there. He just went like that, too. Here, Marvel. Are you guys all from the same area? Like, is there a streamer that just went offline and you're just like walking in from the movie that's done now? Like you guys know each other. Yeah, well, that's part 1. We're gonna move on. We'll watch part 2 maybe tomorrow, where he actually tears it down. Alrighty, let's take a look at the Reddits here, guys, real quick, and then move along. Overwatch 2 Reddits. Made an Overwatch map they made into a real thing. What is it called? Monte Picchu? No, Petra. Yeah, Petra. Also, Indiana Jones and Last Crusade, I believe it was. Most iconic film here. So it's getting smaller? No. Pretty cool. It's actually just a room, if I remember right. It looks cool and everything, but it's literally just like a room with like two small rooms in it. Bridget will have her muscles back on Sparkplug skin. Lots of controversy surrounding this. So there's some people posting that this is actually... Oh my god, you can't look at it because I'm not logged in. Controversy surrounding it purely because apparently there's some fan art with her not having muscles in it, and they're giving her muscles back now. And then there's also muscles on Sombra, where Sombra traditionally never really had muscles. Sombra basically got a physique uplift too. Update added schizophrenia. Okay. Cool. Yeah. AMD Reddits. It is your favorite movie. I kind of doubt that, but okay. Do you, dude? Stream every night. People have come and gone over the years. My viewership has changed a lot over the years. I used to have about 150, 160 people concurrently watching me. That was back when I was playing H1Z1 in on Twitch. That was a long time ago. That was like 8 years ago. And it went up, and then went down, and went up, and then went down, and then went down, and then went down, and went down, and then went up, and then it kind of plateaued. Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I used to have 240 people concurrently watching me. That's as big as my stream was when I was playing Titanfall. That lasted for a couple weeks, though. People talking about overclocking. Now I'm streaming on YouTube, which is and Facebook, which is something I never thought I was going to do. Watching that stream, if you remember me in that stream 8 years ago when I was playing H1Z1. Have an interesting flavor text. Gone to the machines of industry. Lost. Never to be seen again. Creativity is gone. How does a killer ever always know? The same way survivors always know. Random locker pick. Deliverance. I just suspect, guys, that killers always know what perks I have, or survivors always know what perks I have at all times. Because there's nowheres. In Dead by Daylight, there's a lot of nowheres. Nowheres are people that generally wall hack, you know, they cheat so they know what abilities you have, what perks you have back in Dead by Daylight. They can just see it in the lobby, they can see what killer they're playing against. Overwatch has a lot of problems with cheating. Games in general nowadays have a lot of problems with cheating. Needs an industry standard. Just industry, the games in general need to have conferences where they get together and start talking about anti-cheat, and they don't. Like a Black Hat conference, which is generally where companies find out about zero-day cheats and such, or zero-day exploits for software and viruses. It's very important to their ecosystem, so. Okay, OW2 scams, guys. Alrighty, let's shift gears here. Do you, dude? Time to Gamaz. Hopefully tonight we'll actually be playing more games. Unless... Serving. Watching demos for cheats. We'll see. Depends on how the games go tonight, though. Don't hold your breath, guys. Okay. I'm gonna watch my coffee cup out, guys. Grab a soda, and then we're gonna Gamaz here. 1 second. Alrighty. Let's see. What kind of games are we gonna get tonight, guys? Yeah. Oh, the my cam and stuff around because I haven't since we started playing Overwatch again.
We're in this together. All of
Yeah.
us.
Okay. Then the this look like I haven't used this in forever. Crooked guys, what'd you do? Pretty good. That's really white though. Ah, I didn't know I could do this. Okay, let's see. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Nice. It was low light compensation. Alrighty. Still looks like it's a different color though. Good. Colors, like my hands aren't that pasty white on my camera. They look really
Strike from above.
all right. As I mentioned, I'm gonna do probably my placement matches off stream, because that is only gonna be pain. 4 AM games, guys, no bueno in Overwatch. Oh. So VRB. Change that the color tone. Balance. By the way, that's probably not the right way to do that, but works. So If I had better lighting, it wouldn't be an issue. It's supposed to be. Oh, it's ult charge. You know, they could just set up the practice range to allow you to customize your abilities and change the cooldowns. So if you want to practice with an ability, you can. To set it to 0 cooldown. Did they do that? I don't think they did. There's settings here, but it's just for the firing range. Yep. Good. Exactly what I was looking for. Alright, let's see what kind of cheaters we get tonight, guys. Can't wait. Real good ones I have on ignore, so I can tell when they join the game. Many of these people that I've seen that I've reported multiple times, but they haven't gotten banned yet. And I report a shitload of people. Most don't I don't ever see again. Some I do though.
No mistakes. No mistakes. No. Hello. Pre-flight checklist complete. Running clean and hot. Flying the friendly skies.
Oh, where's Dove, guys? Oh, you can't see the chat now.
5, 4,
Pretty sure this was where I was before.
2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
Don't slow me down.
That. Too slow. A 100% accurate soldier already. Good.
Aerial positioning underway.
Go.
Dispersing.
I don't understand like the movement mechanics with concussed now, like playing Pharah. Makes it very, very difficult. Ah. No, heal me. Heal me, turret. There we go.
Increasing altitude. Stay in range if you want my help. Stay near my Bible.
Objective A captured.
Over there.
Bounce off.
Taking off. Over here.
Wanted that.
I knew I could count on you. Scatter.
Like Pharah's concussed does not work properly anymore. They changed that maybe at the beginning of Overwatch 2 or just maybe at the beginning of spring, January. I guess in the beginning of the year. Where now it pushes people, like, it doesn't matter where you hit them, it pushes them along edges. I don't really understand it. It's very, very difficult to hit them off of walls. Oh, Dr. Pepper, guys. Accurate soldier. You know, that looks like a bone mesh.
Okay, my
Good.
head's in the game. En route.
Anna's also very, very accurate. Reason we aren't dying is because we're line of sighting heavily. But in order to... Oh, we're basically going to have to go in, so... Heals. They kill the Zarya that had 0 health? Nope, she's behind the corner getting healed right now. Oh, they did kill her. I did kill her. Good.
I don't want to talk about it.
We're actually on a West Coast server right now, too. That's even more interesting. I never get put on West Coast servers for some reason. He wasn't that long either. That's interesting. Yeah. 100% accurate Ash as well. No. Waiting for our line of sight. There we go. Now we're gonna guard this to make sure the Mercy doesn't res. She's going to. There we go. But both the DPS I think are cheating. The soldier's definitely cheating. Not sure about the Ashe. Ashe is also extremely accurate. Good for her. Kovacs paying off, guys. Oh my god. I love Kovacs. By the way, Kovacs aim trainers are a waste of time. The only time you should be playing them is if you can't get into games. Huge waste of time. People just trying to make a big deal out of something the people aren't otherwise going to use. Oh, we're not going to go down there. Thanks, Cart-chan. I appreciate it. Yeah. Died around the corner to the Ana poison. Good. There is a case for certain games, though, where the engagements are extremely sporadic. Like Counter-Strike, for instance, you only have like one big fight right and you're dead for a long period of time. So then you can't really maximize your training, but then you just play deathmatch, because then you'll still learn the mechanics of the weapons you're using in the game. No. You scurred. So, what you'll notice with Pharah is when you have your ult charge, depending on... Obviously, I've used my ult a couple times already. But when you have your ult charge, they will literally just push you. Push back when you push. Soldier's sitting there waiting because he knows the ult. But you can't go through here. Look at our fucking Ashe damage, guys. So that, I said the soldier was definitely cheating. Look at the Ashe damage. Ashe damage is the lower one. We still won this game. We won this game. The other DPS has 1700 damage. I have 3300 damage. Yeah. Our healers were doing work, and we were actually getting to the point and being positioned properly. Very certain both enemy DPS were cheating. I basically line of sighted that entire game. 9,700 damage. Basically 100% accurate. Stage 1. A lot of hours, but that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, this is when did they buy their gaming chair, guys? They bought their gaming chair in season 3. So this is either someone's account that got compromised or sold, or they started cheating in season 3. So it's like one of the cool things. I really wish you could see more history, because obviously it doesn't go back far enough for some people. Some people are cheating in this game, guys, and they've been around a long time. But basically, this guy, yeah. And then, oh, look, oh my god, he's doing so good, guys. Wow, he's a GM now. Good for him. Oh my god. Much playtime, though. I do think the hours on the right side is sometimes fucked up. So we're going to report the Ash. I want to avoid looking at replays unless I need to. I'm pretty... Didn't die that much. Fix this guy. Okay. Next game. Off we go. Yeah, so we had a DPS with 1,700 damage on our team, and just playing the right spots. I mean, we beat DPS with basically 3 times our stats, 2.5 times our stats, as far as damage goes, and good heals, I guess. Actually, I don't even know if it was good heals. I was manually using the Alari turret, so we got Zen heals though on occasion. But I was manually going to her turret and trying to get healed by it because they weren't looking at me. So maybe even then, not even that great of heals, but it could be they're microing the rest of our team. Every time I peeked for a little bit more, like than 2 taps, I'd get 2 or 3 taps, or the soldier would instantly destroy it. So basically the entire match we spent peeking and getting healed up and peeking again.
Hello. No. Flying the friendly skies. 4, 3. Affirmative. 1. Round 1. Capture positioning underway. Rocket lady. Stay focused. We have enemy. First detected.
That's not where we want to be. No. Missed a shot, and then that caused me to die. Kurt's still alive.
All systems nominal. On the move. The objective is now. They outnumber us. Keep it tight. Up and away. Health restored.
Not sure why he put a turret there, but he did. Was that even meant for me? We're gonna look at that afterwards. I don't know if that was actually meant for me. Might have another cheating soldier. We'll see.
Shake it off. Over there. Dispersing.
Try pressuring back line. Exactly at the right moment. I'm pretty sure Soldier's cheating. Was it detached there? So maybe when you go fast enough? Chris. Your mom. Your mom likes teasing us. Oh! There's a tank, okay. Might as well do it, because we can, so. Check squads. You can be gay all you want. Doesn't matter to me. Like, do you go on some channels and say that, and people are like, "Oh my god! Oh, you're such a terrible person."
Best round lost.
Okay. Well, that wasn't the intention of that.
Score
Bye.
2-1.
I think that was the Torbjorn.
Hold your thumbs, and we'll get through this all right.
Like, the only time orientation actually matters is like when you have a romantic interest in someone. At least in my opinion. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Forcing me to care about it, on the other hand, that's a little bit different. I don't give a shit. Was that the soldier, or was that the Torbjorn? That was a soldier. Okay. Oh, I'm 100% accurate, Anna. Might not have been just a soldier. So for some strange reason, I've talked about this before, guys. I don't think there is like stat-based banning for healers. There is for DPS. There 100% is for DPS, but for healers, there's not. So you'll get Annas that like don't fucking miss ever. And top 500 Annas are like 62% misses. Okay. Very accurate. Maybe it was a soldier. Pretty sure that was the pretty sure that was the
I don't stay down.
Torbjorn.
Repositioning.
I'm on fire!
We'll have to see at the end of this, guys.
Up and away. System repaired.
Gonna go. No, that didn't work. These guys are too accurate.
Making another approach.
Widow doesn't miss. Anna doesn't miss. Why the fuck would you do that? Fuck you, Anna. Suck my dick. Anna will remember this. Yeah.
2-1.
Probably. But when you're 100% accurate in the first place, you can't really get more accurate, so, you know, whatever. Like, what are you gonna do?
Think you can keep up?
Already sleep darting me constantly. Already 100% accurate. There's really no escalation there, so. So I think it was actually the Torbjorn that left, which is what I originally thought. Not sure why she'd switch from, yeah, so I do think it was the Torbjorn that left earlier. I don't know why he swapped to Torbjorn. He wasn't doing anything. It was a fucking 100% accurate soldier that was killing me.
Returning to battle.
Thanks.
The air.
Got too aggressive. Oh my god. They just ult when I went to 100%? Oh, that's in response to Anna. So, as far as cheats go, guys,
Establishing aerial position.
yeah, because you're playing a DPS that's also a healer. Mainly a DPS, but also heals as good as Anna's, so. Why would we have trade-offs? We compared her hit scan the other night. Or her projectile the other night. It's not a projectile, it's a hit scan. These nuts on your face, my dude. We compared her size of her hit scan, and it's like a projectile. It's like literally fucking huge.
Let them up.
I don't even know how to word that. It's a hit scan gun that shoots projectiles, but not really. Hit scan that shoots has the same width as a projectile. Yeah, so what the fuck was going on here? Britain. Soldier. There was multiple people that were in this match, though. Walter White, I believe, was a hit scan. Friendly Fred, I believe, was the Torbjorn. 12 hours. Okay. Well, now we have to do alternate things. We have like we had 3 people in that game that wrote 4 people that are cheating. God, no way. Today? No, that's not today's video. How do you see today's video? Can't. Eh? YouTube has us covered, guys.
Shake it off.
What's going on here? Brandon was the Torbjorn. So he was the Torbjorn. Walter White was Soldier? Brandon also played Torbjorn, which was in round 2. I didn't play at all. That was a Torbjorn. Wasn't the Soldier? 7. Was this guy here the entire match? Or was this Phil? Guy didn't play the entire match. Walter White was a Soldier from round 1. This guy. I don't know about that other guy. Late night games in a nutshell, guys. Off we go.
Strike from above. Aerial positioning underway. Double kill. On the move.
Double kill.
My rockets are fuel.
Alrighty. What do we got this time? Shambali. Okay.
Prepare to attack.
Pretty good.
Select your hero.
Strike from above. regulation. After this mission, I'm throwing a party.
You're in the presence of a legend.
Greetings.
Salutations.
Affirmative.
Let's get this mission started.
Yes.
Yes.
Curious.
Press the attack.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing.
Up and away.
Escort the payload.
Together we will not fail.
I'm on the payload.
Over here.
There's that. Ah, good.
Guys over. Under my protection.
I don't know if they're intentionally trying to do dual cams, but I really hope if it's for a pot G, I don't mind it. If it's for a kill cam, it's pretty fucking obnoxious.
Positioning.
Because you can't glean any fucking information from this happening. Basically waste my time.
I see an enemy.
That timing. That's unfortunate.
Be advised.
Fuck, there he is.
Let's keep it going. Blast it.
I don't know if he used his suck recently. How is he alive? What? Did he get healed? He totally got healed. I looked away too. He got healed from 28 to 48.
Shake it off.
What the fuck? He was supposed to be dead and then looked away. Oh, that fucking sucks. No.
Double kill.
Also, the Ramatra had 10 HP.
I don't want to talk about it.
Bad time for the tank to die.
Up and away.
There's almost no cases to actually use your ult, so it's not really a big loss.
No one can hide on my side. Engage this enemy.
Missed.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
We all had 10 HP. Good.
The skies await.
Actually not doing too bad.
Increasing altitude.
Well,
My ultimate, yes.
Excellent teamwork.
do we have both DPS diving on me while flanking?
Shake it off.
60 seconds remaining.
Up and away.
Good.
System repair.
Payload ain't worth much just sitting here. Let's move.
What's going on here? What? Late night tanks, guys. Dude, that fucking app went off so late. Cool. We have teammates in here somewhere, guys. Don't worry about it. Good, good, good.
Okay, my head's in the game.
Next game. That was great. Felt like we didn't have a tank, and realized I was the one doing work, and they just kept targeting me. Next game. I guess maybe I should have went in deep on backline? Possibly? So I think the only thing that possibly could have helped us there. Like if I went over the top of the roof and just kept shooting at their backline, because they didn't really have any hit scans, so maybe I should have just been really, really, really aggressive and trying to split up their lines. So maybe your teammates could do something. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, I think the answer there was not sit by our black line, it was go and invade their back line and try to split them up. Even if I die, it doesn't matter. What matters is splitting up their teams so they didn't fucking heal everything constantly.
Not because I don't like ya, or because I care, or any of that. It's just because I'm really good at this. 5, 4, 3, hello, 2, 1.
Ready.
Positionings.
Lost your tank.
I am the junker increasing altitude. Sniper detected.
Pushing the barricade.
On the move.
Dead. Not a fan when my
Let's go, robot.
Mari is very accurate. That being said, she has width to her hit scan, so basically fires a projectile as width to it. Makes it much easier to hit targets, which is what should be nerfed. It shouldn't be your, there we go. I didn't need that, but I'll take it. Uh, 100% accurate, guys.
Making another approach.
But makes it very difficult to figure out whether or not Alari's cheating. Because some of those weren't actually on, but they still hit. So. Edge of the roof.
All hail the Queen! Life protects life. I'm taking on. Look at that push. Justice.
My tree's gone. My cover.
Die. When in doubt, respawn out, guys. You know, Tracer followed it up. Good. Missing now, though. Oh, he got stuck it in, even though it was on the edge.
They took it from us.
You hate the hit markers?
Let's show him some air power.
Who's on fire?
Fuck Raymond.
Up and away. Positioning. Stop them from pushing that barricade. Stay away.
Apparently we missed.
Moving with the robot.
Get over the edge. What? Alright. Guess he wants help with the tank? Good.
Hello.
I don't stay down.
He just randomly hit me? What the fuck? I wasn't even really watching. That felt an awful lot like I just got hit by a random fire, guys.
Over here.
Excellent.
Dude, the fucking healing turret for Pharah is godsend. Just because there's so many people that literally don't even pay attention to you. Want the tree? No. Nowhere? Maybe.
They're moving the barricade. Stop them.
Establishing aerial position.
That's not good. Thought our tank was live. Good. Guy does not miss. I think we're gonna take a look at the Lari at the end of this match. We gotta, kind of gotta. I can't tell in the kill cams whether or not this is actually on or if she's just. Fuck off. Apparently, there's a Sojourn in the other window, creeping around with their Q. I see.
I don't want to talk about it.
Team applied no pressure until they took the lead, which is very detrimental for us. Killing that turret when you're 1v1ing her is incredibly, incredibly important, unless you hit like 2 directs. He was way overextended. Mara doesn't miss again, also seems very knowledgeable. There's a Zen next to me. Good? Good, good, good.
Making another approach.
Their Alari has more damage than both of their DPS.
Look at me go.
And possibly even both their DPS put together.
Come on, just a little more.
By the way, if anyone ever question marks you in a video game, just question mark them back. Don't actually engage them until they actually make meaningful discussion. Just question mark.
Let's get moving. We take our place at the lead.
Got it.
Excellent teamwork.
Good.
Establishing aerial position.
Take the lead. I know, I don't know why our team's so far forward when we're missing half of it right now. Cool. No, well. No. Fucking Reinhardt. He went in, so I started going in, and then it's too late. Oh my god, hi! Yeah? Do you? Well, I appreciate that. Maybe I'll consider it. I actually still have it on my Twitch page. It still connects to my donation alerts. Just not on Kick. Fuck you going? Get rid of that. Very important. It blends in so well because it's like red and gold. It blends in super, super, super well.
Increasing altitude.
I don't think there's any reason to actually push it, is there? Because they actually need it.
This ends now. Overtime. Enemy over here.
Now the question is, do we switch to May to stall?
Making another approach.
Yes. Other DPS isn't super terrible. What are those two guys doing? Oh, okay. At some point I'll set it up. I stream to Kick, Facebook, and YouTube Live at the same time. So I should have panels on Kick, but I don't have panels on Kick right now. YouTube's weird. Like, you have to put basically everything in your description, right? Never go full question mark. I haven't actually looked to see how other streamers have it set up. I assume they have a donation link in their description. I appreciate the sentiment regardless. Next game, guys. Oh, we need to check out Alari too. The never missing Alari. Before I forget here. The I never miss. Not once again, her rifle is not that difficult to hit with, which makes it more difficult to actually figure out whether or not she's cheating or not. Yeah. Ah, okay. Now top 500 in GM everywhere. Or plat. I wish you could see what was like season 35. I would love to see season 35. %60 weapon accuracy. Does it feel like she had 60% weapon accuracy in that game, guys? No fucking way. No way. No fucking way. Maybe it was just me that got shot constantly. Let's find out.
Ready for battle.
She missed a Junker Queen.
Their barricades have been
Possible tracking behind walls.
Stay close. I'm trying to help. Killing pilot.
Like I said, I don't want to spend all night watching
Killing pilot out.
demos. If you have an aimbot set up with a small min-lock distance, AD movement will really fuck it up if you're not good at tracking or predicting. There's people that cheat generally aren't. Line of sight.
Can't afford to be sorry.
Let us escort you along your path.
Barrier denied.
Burning brighter than a supernova! Fall in
Killing
here!
pilot deployed. They took the robot. Let's fix that.
Fall in here!
Bloody hell.
Might be tracking people behind the wall there. It's tough to tell because where teammates are located. You could just be looking at your teammates too.
Positioning healing pilot.
Our utility robot in our control.
Working on your injuries. Keep close. We need that robot back.
My ultimate is ready. Hello. Destiny.
Killing pilot out.
Toward our destination.
Come to me. I'll kill you.
I greet thee.
So, to most players, not really something most people do is where they stare at walls, which is something I generally point out to people. Because there's nothing there. That wasn't just a little bit like, hey, someone might be there. That was someone, like, she was literally checking out their positions. Possibly checking out their positions.
I'll kill you.
I greet thee.
They can't see us. We're behind walls.
You're falling apart. We are falling apart.
There's no one over here, no one shot. Our team is fighting right here. For all they know, our team right now is fighting over here on the left side. And they're looking at the right side right now. But they can't see anything. No one's got shot at. There's no indication anyone's back here yet. Again, just staring at walls. Now they know we're rotating. She just saw me and heard me. Also, extremely chaotic aim. Although that's not necessarily an indicator someone's cheating. If you get if you see gold players, it seems like they have no idea where to look, and as such, their aim always feels like it just looks like they're looking at random directions constantly. Instead of where they should be looking. Hit no one there. By the way, that's literally, I make fun of Mercy for having a bus gun. The fucking Alari ult is ginormous. For you to hit no one? Yeah.
My ultimate ability is ready.
Should have been glancing to see where the tracer was because she could hear the tracer. Take a look if this is a snap to the target though.
Justice reigns from above.
Looks like she just snapped to the Alari beacon behind the wall.
Your team is close to taking the lead.
Like, that's almost not enough time to actually even pick it up. See, this is what I thought she responded to, where she looked over to the side because she thought maybe the tracer was coming out the door, which is probably why she looked in the first place, but not where she aims. Like, she's not aiming at the doorway. She aims at the beacon here. The doorway's right here. This is the angle. And she's looking at the beacon.
Justice reigns from above.
Then looks over at the tracer. Is it before or after she dashes out the wall? She's marked now.
Here goes nothing. Starting the push. Healing by 1 out. Here goes nothing.
Good push is its own reward.
Or after she comes out. You can't see her right now. She can't see the med bars because she's at full health. She can't see the name. So right now she can't even see the tracer, but she's reacting to tracer. But you can hear the tracer too. So this doesn't hold as much weight as the wall, but it's a bunch of things put together, guys. Still can't see the tracer. And she's aligning with the tracer. Very certain this guy's a wall hack. Probably also means he has an aimbot. So he's coming up to meet the tracer without actually seeing the tracer at all. And then also snaps away. So you can tell he's looking at the tracer through the wall, thought the tracer was not going to come out, and then started going a different direction. And then the tracer actually did come out. So you can actually see the guy's actual reaction time to the tracer showing up on his screen. Because you'll see him double take here. Where he looks over here, then he looks up to the tracer, thinking he's going to come out. He's like, nah, this guy's just fucking around over here. Then he looks away. See, right now it's not registering. This is where he actually reacts, and this is the reaction time on his screen. Where he looks away. This is when he reacts to the tracer now coming out the window between the time where he saw the tracer and when his crosshair is right here after he looks away. This is when his This is the difference between his reaction time. Yeah, and that's him actually reacting, but he doesn't actually flick to the right spot.
Starting the push.
And he's too slow and misses the tracer.
Your team has taken the lead.
Thanks.
Pre-aim. Still can't see the health bars. Sometimes you'll catch him looking at the person's position before they come around the wall. Or killed the beacon and joined in. You know. So, putting aside this guy doing really well, pretty sure this guy's cheating. And Alari, as I mentioned before, she has a very generous hitbox on her mouse 1. Maybe.
I have to move the pylon.
As for a rocket, does it come to meet me? It does. So she's aiming to meet me. There's no Z height in the game too, so you can't tell what height I'm actually at. I could come up over the top here. I could come over right here. I could be walking out or gliding out, but she's coming up right to meet me. And this is when she can first see my model. Overshoots and then shoots back with a flick. Pre-aim. Beginning of the match wasn't like this. She got sloppy later on in the match, which is usually something you see as people become fatigued and they start losing their composure. She was looking up towards Alari, but I mean, there's a lot of places you can come out from, so it's just the sky in general. So this isn't really one, and she's marked right now too. Actually, she flicked right to her behind the wall, which is kind of weird. By the way, if you're unsure about the Lari effect, I think it's just anyone doing damage to you. When you have the Lari effect on, causes you to take secondary damage, which is when this wears off, it'll explode, doing a shitload of damage. Either a Lari needs to trigger that or someone else just damaging you, I'm still not sure. What was she doing? Okay. Wasn't really a duel she could nope out of. Just kind of fucked at that point. Correctly snaps to her behind the wall. That's her reaction time there where she fired after snapping to her. Normally you don't see people snap to the target until they, you know, basically are ready to fire at them, right? Have line of sight.
Healing pylon deployed. They're pushing ahead. Take them out. That feels
Barrier initialized.
This guy's aim is all over the fucking place.
Their distance now exceeds our own.
pylon broken. One killing. 2 minutes. Hurry over. Area denied.
Barrier cannot withstand much more.
No looking back.
What is that sensitivity?
Get away from me. Stay in range if you want my help.
Robot has been acquired. I greet thee.
Rumble activated.
Position and healing pylon. These healers are in something to about. Out of my way. 2 minutes remain.
Also, more excited people get, the more mistakes they start making too.
Thanks.
He's already moving to start shooting the Life Weaver before he comes around the corner. Pre-aim on the Reinhardt.
Out of my way. Clear out.
Wild Reinhardt appears! Oh my god! Although there was sound, but that's exactly accurate. Sound will give you a general position. It won't give you 100% accuracy. Yeah, that's where I fucking went in to follow up the Reinhardt, and that was a bad choice. It's either that or you have to run away immediately so you don't get staggered. So you either have to die or you have to run away prematurely. Dead.
Position and healing pylon.
So, more experienced cheaters don't do this shit. You can tell he's checking out our team just now. It might be checking the point. You could arguably make that he's looking at the point here. It definitely looks like he's looking at our team, though. Especially considering the rest of the match. Experienced cheaters won't do this shit.
10 seconds remaining.
It's go time.
Tracer fucked him. Good. Physics, guys. Okay, well, this is a waste of my time. Not really, because we're still going to report them, but yeah. So that was... You can't really tell the Lari rifle is hit scan, but it also is very, very accurate. And this is a GM. This is now a GM. And top 500 player, where they were possibly... Like I said, I wish I would have seen, like, season 35. So we could have seen when he bought his gaming chair. It might have been in season 36, or that might have just been their normal skill. It's tough to tell. Either way, rank has nothing to do with why I report people. Let's see. Yep. Okay, I gotta take a piss, guys, real quick. I'm gonna grab a water, too, and then we're actually gonna play a game. It takes too much time. I don't get paid for this, so... Alrighty, guys. I know, some people find it interesting, other people do not. A lot of people that don't think people cheat at video games, so... Gaming chairs are very prevalent nowadays, guys. Almost everyone has one, at least at high MMR. Depends on the game you're playing. I thought Dead by Daylight was bad. I still think it's pretty bad, but... if you haven't played it recently, it might have gotten better. It is very, very easy to cheat at Overwatch. And that doesn't count cheats that are very difficult to catch either, like DMA cheats. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't learn about those till this year, and they've been around for like 4 or 5 years, so 4 years. Yeah, at least in backrooms they were. I didn't learn about them till recently. Mind blown. Basically the equivalent of a Zim for PC gaming, but not really. Third.
No one's a natural. We all have to put in the work.
Hello. Greetings. 5, 4, flying the friendly skies. 1. Thanks, Captain. I'm lost. Hello. Press the attack. Press the attack. Yeah.
Excellent teamwork.
See an enemy. The robot has been secured.
Nice. Nice. That's not good. There's a lamp there. Somewhere. I looked over the top of it. Oh, that guy's aim was all over the place too. I forgot to put that in the report.
Stay down.
Only so much space, guys. There's a lot of people that just report people and they never type anything in there. They're just like, report, or bad player, or they say something subjective like I hate this guy or something. I don't know. Say a lot of things.
The enemy has surpassed us.
I don't care. Guess we have to go after the Ash. Ash doesn't miss. Ash just tried to shoot the tracer behind a wall.
Repositioning.
The enemy has claimed the robot.
Yep. Kill cams are pretty fun. People oftentimes just don't watch them. This guy doesn't knife like at all.
Stop the robot.
Okay. When's the lamp gonna wear out? There it is. Where the fuck is the... What the fuck was that? He was underneath me? I like jumped over the top and I didn't even get a kill cam. I like jumped over his line of sight and didn't see him. That's incredible.
We're outnumbered. Be advised.
Shot. So the Ash, I'm very certain, is cheating. The Bat might also be cheating. Yeah, he's watching people behind walls. This guy's blandly cheating.
All systems nominal.
Like you can see the aim like snapping to people behind walls too. That's not even like lightly possibly cheating. Where is the jump rat? Let's see. Are they trash talking too? Yeah, this guy's cheating. He's snapping to people off screen too.
Returning to battle.
Check teams.
Threats detected.
A team.
Enemy here.
Sometimes if they're really fucking sneaky, they'll actually group together and drop team at the beginning of the match. Because Blizzard bans people that group with cheaters. We've seen literally fucking everything, and it literally just looked like Winston just snapped someone behind the wall. Good.
The light becomes me.
It's a pretty poop match. That'll happen, guys.
Returning TS1 to the barricade. En route.
I am strong and brave.
Suck my dick, Ash.
Enemy here.
The
Let's show him some air power.
Enemy located. Enemy here.
season 3.
Enemy here. I'm on fire. Is he watching? Over there. Enemy in sight.
Bob, do something.
Sometimes you can use the gaming chair to trash talk people.
The enemy has trained the robot.
So as you can tell, guys, like it has nothing to do with people knowing that people are cheating. People are just leaving because the game's not fun. And it's unfun because we're getting steamrolled because you can't really predict cheating at all.
Excellent teamwork.
Like the matchmaker can't figure out when people are going to push their F keys and when they aren't going to push their F keys. Just aren't pushing anymore. It's shit like this that makes you think like it's a group because they all decide that they aren't going to play anymore so that we get fucked harder. Like those guys could all push their entire teams alive and they decided not to. Just to make it last longer. Bree's dead. Cost me. I thought I could get an angle on it without them being able to shoot me, and I didn't. Good.
I don't want to talk about it. Positioning.
Moira by your side.
And he had a dick on me at the end there. Probably knew how much HP I had, too. Yeah. Fun.
Play of the game.
Life protects life. Feeling better out there. Take cover. The tree's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the caffeine. Yeah, no. No, caffeine doesn't let you see through walls, guys. It doesn't matter how much they like to pretend it does. That's not the way it works. So this guy is for sure cheating. Like hard cheating. Yeah, ours is this. So, like, it doesn't... What the count shows doesn't even matter because people can buy accounts. If you guys didn't know this, there's actually just a marketplace for buying accounts. How much history, basically, you want on the account depends on how much you're willing to spend, but you can get accounts with GM history on them. They're just more expensive. This guy is also cheating, which is the Baptiste. And besides the monkey with that one weird snap, which we'd have to look at the replay, which I'm not going to. And not much else going on in the match. One's hard enough. One cheater's hard enough to deal with, guys. You get two, it's fucking obnoxious, especially supports that are cheating, which is usually Anna and Baptiste, but I guess now Larry. Pretty absurd. No attack, please. It is attack. We're just gonna go against someone cheating. Oh my god. This map is obnoxious to play against cheating widows that sit on the water tower and just insta-kill everything. I don't have high hopes. But yeah, anyways, like with that last game, you could just, like, people don't know that people are cheating. They just know that they aren't having fun, that something's really fucked up because they are in no way, shape, or form being able to actually contest in the game. Like, it's not even competitive, right? Like, not competitive as in the game mode, but competitive as in you're able to compete with enemies. And especially when people are blatantly cheating, it doesn't work.
Issuing an alert.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think he's just sitting here. Yeah. At least she's not on the water tower. Aha! We're gonna wait for it to wear off. Okay. And we just got juggled, guys. Good. Good, good, good.
All systems nominal.
Not forgetting the payload, are we?
Gee, you can look at me all you want. Hey, look, there's a fucking widow on the fucking water tower. Hey, look, guys. Oh my god, he's fucking dead. Hey, look, the widow's on the water tower. I'm gonna keep pointing her out.
The skies await.
I mean, I guess we could just be really, really aggressive, and that's it. There isn't much else we can do here.
Time to kick some tail.
Moira by your side.
Reaper here.
That was particularly for me. Do that. God, our monkey died. No. It's almost death.
I don't want to talk about it.
Can't shoot the sides of me because my center points are blocked. Hee hee. Hilarious.
60 seconds.
Payload is progressing.
Yeah. Guess we're just gonna sit back here. And I'll chase him down. Let's see if this is a group. Five stack. 5 stack, which explains why they all just basically double back to help the widow out as it's chasing her down, because the soldier immediately announced that I wasn't for her. Good shit. Doesn't really matter at this point, we just have to disrupt them, so keep them away from forming up as a team. Could technically be a 2 and a 3 stack too, but not. Soldier's not doesn't even seem to really be doing anything.
The skies away.
And we touched mine.
Always want to learn.
Pushing the payload. Where's my team?
Good question. Lara's not helping. Lara might be cheating. I'm not sure on that. We're going to take a look at that in the game on air. I don't think the soldier is.
Let's show him some air power.
Win the fight.
Face the sunrise. Okay, my head's engaged.
The reason we check, guys. That doesn't fucking matter at all. How the fuck is my teammate like not killing?
60 seconds.
And then they pick whatever diameter, whatever what's it called? Divisible number. They pick out whatever divisible number works for them. I still killed her. Good evening, Edwin. Thoughts about 1 week break from LMG? What is LMG? Large machine gun?
Making another approach. Let's get
Keep lying.
positioning. Heat check
Dead.
confirmed.
And the rage toggles too. Good. Oh. We covered that 2 days ago. Good stuff. There.
Play of the game.
No one can hide from my sight.
We're gonna take a look at the Lari and the Widow. That was pretty sure that's a fucking 5 stack. Putting aside, it could be a 3 and a 2. It is highly unlikely. The reason for that is because that soldier announced to the Widow that I was coming to kill her, and their entire team rotated around the Widow at P1. All part of the fun of late night games, guys. But yeah, we covered that. We talked about the drama a little bit. That doesn't really matter to me. We talked about it just because it exists. Both sides of it.
Killing pile on the point.
What the fuck is this guy doing? It's just a fucking huge waste of time.
I'm not here to play around. No one can hide from my sight.
Not that it really matters.
Don't underestimate me.
Once again, it's a hit scan, but it has a width to the projectile. Width to the hit scan shot. They couldn't give her a fucking projectile rifle. That'd just be too insane, right? So they gave her the best of both worlds, which is a width to a hit scan projectile. Width to a hit scan shot. Which is pretty absurd. That's basically what Sojourn's right click is, her railgun. The majority of this guy's shots are headshots. But once again, you can shoot the head without actually shooting someone's head because of the projectile shot box. So that doesn't mean anything. I'm not hitting any headshots. Or any shots.
No one can hide from my sight.
What the fuck was that?
No one can hide from my sight.
You guys seeing this? Just shot right here, and we just saw a headshot right here. And I have no fucking idea how that would ever register as a headshot. I know Mercy's model gets kind of weird when she's flying, but there's no way that this guy was like, oh, her invisible model's right down here, and then shot it. This in and of itself, I would say this guy's cheating. He just headshot her right here. Which it probably means the aimbot knows where her head is, which doesn't match her model right now. but that's not the way that it works as far as you actually identifying where a model is. You need like some insane sort of trial and error to do that. Like training just to do that. And the visual just shot her brain. Because this is a hit scan, the visual effect does not actually match the damage. So the visual just looks like it shot her brain, but he shot down there because we saw the X appear when it did, and the visual effect happened afterwards. Back to hitting shots all the time again. On the side. No, is. That's where their entire team was chasing me around. Except Alari, apparently. Fuck is this? I believe he just headshot the Reaper right now. Even who he's aiming at.
10 seconds remaining.
He's aiming at the Diva. Just casually headshots the Reaper while aiming at. He's clearly aiming at the Diva. Diva went behind the Reaper, and the Reaper got insta-locked. So this also happens with aimbots. Usually they will remember who you're aiming at, so this doesn't happen. But pretty fucking sure, he just accidentally headshot the fucking Reaper while aiming at the Diva. He's trying to shoot the Diva, and the Reaper got too close and it snapped to his brain because the Diva was behind him. Good. Poor Reaper. So probably means he either has a percent miss or is min-lock distance going on here. That was a really easy shot on the Reaper and he just missed it. Good job, Diva. This is a very, as I mentioned at the beginning of the match, guys, it's a very, very, very difficult uphill climb if people are cheating. Especially with the Widow on the fucking water tower. That's exactly what we had going on. Yeah. Doesn't seem to miss on me at all. Actually, no, they did miss on me earlier. Start shit talking. You fucking missed a shot without me moving. Oh, what the fuck? Like at all. So this would be indicative of a percent miss, because this guy's not actually fucking controlling his aim. Normal player, just another really easy shot. A normal player wouldn't miss.
Helden sterben nicht.
Back.
Face the sunrise!
It literally looked like he just tried to shoot me and looked away.
Helden sterben nicht.
Very weird. You aren't seeing any wall looking for the most part, though. Like with the other games where you see people looking through walls, that's a dead giveaway. Someone's cheating. Aiming's much more difficult to figure out. Okay, we'll take a look at the Widow. I don't think the Widow was cheating, but possibly. The Widow's just obnoxious player. Okay. Ilari out DPS'd. Both their DPS. Oh, she's also cheating. Both their DPS and also did more healing than their healer did. It's not a fucking Zen. It's not a fucking Zen either, guys. Alrighty. Fun on Junkertown. Never getting through point 1 till the game's over. Take a look at the Widow. Widow on a water tower. On Junkertown. Fires late, causing them to miss as people go behind walls. So you just snap the people behind walls.
And your tragedy begins.
Look like hard tracking after he fires. Sometimes aimbots will hard lock after you fire a shot. No. Junker Queen or the Ash. Kind of see him through the stairs, so it doesn't really count. Alari's also shooting the Reinhardt shield. Remember how I said this is a 5-stack and they're coordinated with each other? Both these guys are trying to... Fucking Widow does like absolutely 0 sustained damage. This is where you fucking use the SMG. Her sniper shot does like 0 sustained damage, and you probably should be using your SMG if you want to do this. But they're both trying to break the Reinhardt shield at the same time. Too slow is behind cover. Too slow is behind cover. Or reaction speed.
Hide from my sight.
Still killed me.
Bonjour.
Pretty incredible. You get people that can't react when you pop out from cover, like for a decent amount of time. They'll shoot the fucking wall behind that you go behind. But have insanely good aim. Minus sighted. That looked like he was aim testing just now. And by the way, that had nothing to do with the accuracy of his gun or with whatever cheat he's using. That had everything to do with his poor reaction time. And me playing angles well. Look where he flicks 2 guys when the Winston jumps, and then look where he headshots him. Goes right there, and then boom, headshot.
So careless.
Reaction time.
I truly feel alive. No one can hide from my sight.
Stay near my pylon.
Delicious prey. Nettoyez un cercle.
60 seconds remaining.
Obviously, watching Cart teammates is what he would see right now, but that's not what I'm looking at. Nothing now.
You dare touch my property?
Down.
30 seconds remaining.
They don't have much time left.
So I've mentioned this before, guys. For some reason with cheats, oftentimes you'll see people toggle off in the last 30 seconds to 45 seconds of the match. So when it's about to end, I think this has something to do with the anti-cheat implementation with Blizzard, but you'll notice their aim get a lot fucking worse in like the last 30 seconds of the match. I don't know what. I think when the round rotates or when the game ends, it checks your computer, and people work around this.
Stay alive.
All their shots now. Oh, missed. Shots again. Missing easy shots again. But we'll see her go back to normal after we capture the point. Sit in everything again. A bunch of shots. It could also be there's some sort of limitation where she only hits so many headshots or body shots for so long, and then she has to go into a recovery period where accuracy gets lower, so she doesn't get stat banned. Nice Reaper. Back hitting shots again, guys. As he misses.
It was a pleasure. Much better.
Not sure how that last one didn't do damage to her. It's pretty close. Healer's right on top of healing her. Hey, it's the first half of the match. She didn't really miss at all for the first half of the match. It's right till the last 30 seconds when things started getting weird. Or actually started missing for the most part.
No one can hide from my sight.
60 seconds.
La veuve tisse sa toile.
Got him.
Almost there. Don't let go of the defense. There will be no next time. Now I truly feel alive.
Diva. Go to the point, Diva. Go to the point, Diva. Oh my. Okay. That was the Widowmaker. Sure. Can't tell what happened in their former life. Looks like there something went on here. Game GM or a master? Plat. They went down in rank. And they fixed themselves in season 3. Now they're GM. Okay. Oh. Next game. Neither of those guys was sure on until we took a look at things. Alaria is very difficult to figure out. Mainly because of her ginormous hitbox on her hit scan rifle. Good. Well, I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening, chat. Oh my god. Happy Wednesdays. Maybe we can get a good game in here. It just seems like it's worse and worse. That's generally the way it goes with Overwatch. The later into the evening you play, you're just gonna get worse and worse games.
Strike from above.
I didn't know monkeys needed glasses.
Actually, I'm a gorilla.
By the way, that guy was doubling down on not being able to tell whether or not people are in groups in quick play. And apparently his group mate corrected him because he started saying something else later on. Like I said, there's a reason we check groups. People can say all they want, be angry all they want. I don't care.
1. Round 1. Capture location.
Affirmative. I understand. Flying the friendly sky. Thanks for the assist.
Dude, is the Mercy psychic? I swear to God, sometimes, guys, in this game, people will point out exactly the same thing right when you do. Find the Genji. Hungry. Also, I found out Hanzo aimbots doesn't work on all of them. Some Hanzo aimbots, if you jet purely up, not use your shift, but if you hold spacebar and just go up into the sky, they can't hit you. Yeah, it's like the most absurd thing ever because you slowly drift up and it causes them to miss their shots. And the tank's staggered now. Try and disrupt things so the Winston can run away. Okay. Uh-oh. Yes. I don't know where the Zen went. I killed the Zen. No, the Larry killed the Zen. Great when he went underneath me.
Shake it off. They outnumber us. Keep it tight.
An axe to the Winston. Not sure what Winston's doing. Guess his parents found out he's still awake. There we go. That's unfortunate. Okay. I need to go down. I don't know what the best call is there. Like, I maybe could have went. I should have went inside the little thing on the side.
Behold my exceptionality.
Ah, that's not where we want to go.
Meteor strike.
Oh my god. And no one followed it up. I We need to go on the other side. Okay. Go up.
Best round.
You need to come to work, guys. The mercies appreciate it, though. That's how you win with the mercies, is you go in and you grab them, and they love you forever. Mercies matter, too.
Take care of each other out there.
Actually not doing too bad. Good.
Let's get this mission started.
I wonder if they're going to revamp, because regardless whether or not people know, a lot of people cheat. They just understand, for instance, that people get stuck a lot on the .1 Junkertown on offense. So they may consider revamping Junkertown at some point to change that.
Victory is close, but don't go easy on them.
Oh, you're fucking late. Why are you late, Alara? You just ruined my roll. Almost got it. Yeah, they definitely need. I think, like, they can change her damage all she wants. The problem, like, she's not even shooting me right now. The problem is with the Lari is the fact she can shoot you when she's not shooting you. It's basically like having aim assist on the fucking gun, and it means people can do consistent damage to you very frequently. By the way, pointing out people that are one-shot when you're playing Pharah is incredibly important because they oftentimes can get away, but if you have a hit scan, they can literally finish them off. And dead. I'll take it. Literally does not matter what happens to me after I kill the tank. Shit. I can do so much work when people miss shots on me. Oh my god. And I have a mercy healer. Oh, she killed my mercy. Wait, why'd you come back? Did we kill him? Oh, we did kill him. Okay. He's in. That Mercy, did she leave? Oh, I tried. 90%. Yep. We're gonna see 100% accurate hit scan now, guys. I can't wait. I can't wait. No way. No way people would toggle ever. Can't wait. Good, good, good.
You smell strongly of artificial coconut.
Do you like it? Lena got me a 6-pack of Cocoa Island shampoo. I used the whole bottle.
Good. She didn't say she hated it, so you know.
5, 4, 3,
Maybe she does like it. Mm-hmm.
1.
Mm-hmm.
Round 3.
Good, good, good.
Capture the objective.
Establishing aerial position.
Then the healing pylon.
Aerial positioning underway.
Eyeballs.
Excellent teamwork.
I have no idea where the fuck she is. That was there, Alari. She was somewhere. Doing something.
Making another
Excuse me.
approach. Taking off. Enemy over here.
Huh? Okay.
Establishing aerial position.
Their soldiers doing. I think the enemy team's chasing our soldier right now. Alright, I know what we're gonna do with that. Out of juice. Good. Okay.
Returning to battle. Up and away.
Yeah.
Double kill.
Nice.
Show him some air power. Take him to the air.
No one can stop me. I was
Big kill, guys. Took 2 of them out with me. Good.
Come get healed.
Healing pylon deployed.
Healing pylon here.
Nice. Good, good, good. Oh my god, we had a normal game tonight, guys. Wow. Crazy.
Play of the game.
Felt like somewhat normal game. Incredible. And we performed pretty well because of it.
Experience tranquility.
This is after we killed 2 of them? And our Junk Queen was able to clean up. Good, good, good. Okay. I think we're going to call things here this evening, though, guys. Accuracy could be better. Not too bad. Like, their team didn't do super horrible either. Terribly. Like, this actually was a somewhat balanced game. Incredible. Like, number-wise, both their teams are pretty close to each other. One of their DPS or their supports isn't, but that's also because he's a Zen, so... we're gonna call things, guys. Good, good, good. Don't forget to thank your healers, because you won. Let's see, so it was... We had that one match with that Alara that never missed. They had 60% accuracy. We obviously can't check top 500 because it doesn't exist for Alara yet. Barely have any playtime on them. 48. I assume, like, it always seems like the accuracy normalizes for supports around 60%. Anna's 60% for top 500. 63, 62. Pretty much everyone in top 500 is around the same accuracy. And obviously, if you're cheating, you can just set your accuracy to be whatever you want it to be. Where percent miss comes in, where they set up their aimbot to miss part of the time. Let's do with someone with more games. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Like, most of these are burner accounts. They don't even... People camping ranks with alts. And, 4%. A lot of fucking games. 4%. It's fucking weird that they're all 68%. They're all identical for accuracy. 66. 68's actually pretty high. That's the highest I've seen for scope deck. 9. 91% scoped accuracy. The fuck's going on here? Best so. Good game. Okay. We're gonna call things here for this evening, guys. Tomorrow will be more of the OW2s. So you guys have that to look forward to or not to look forward to, depending on your preferences. But if you are new to the stream, you enjoyed the bullshit, you enjoyed the fun, you enjoyed all the replays and watching demos to find the sus cheaters, make sure to the follow button on your respective platform. I stream to YouTube, Facebook, as well as Kick every night from late night to early morning, GMT-6, so about 11 p.m. Central Standard Time to 4 a.m., give or take, depends on what's going on in my life, what's happening, etc., etc. My start time is oftentimes later, purely because I work more than one job. Because, as it turns out, streaming does not always pay the bills, so... Alrighty, we're going to call things here for this evening, guys. Tomorrow will be more of the OW2s. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching my stream as always, and I hope you guys have a wonderfully fantastic Wednesday night and Thursday morning. Have a good day, guys.